Okay, hello! Hi, Jules! Holy crap, I didn't expect to see you here! Hello! How's Jules doing? What are you up to? I really appreciate the tenacity. The exuberance. And then I'm gonna merge this down. How are you doing? I didn't expect you to be the first one in. Ooh, that horn is nice. It's 1 a.m. I can't miss a notification I'm awake for. I'm sorry that I'm keeping you up. I don't mean to be the reason you can't sleep. We got a symmetry tool on. I've been teaching myself a lot about making VTube models, right? So I'm gonna make one for this guy, just to kind of practice. Actually, that's gonna want to be a lot lower, because I got the ears to deal with. Ooh, cool! Look at that character! Other than that, back on the drawing boat, feeling better than I was. You alright? Yeah, I had therapy today, so I'm doing fairly okay. I've been having, what do you call them? Just stressors in my daily life. But I think I'm good. I think I'm in a fairly good place. I've got some animation applications going out. I've got one with Warner Brothers that I hope that I'll get a look back on. And then I've got one with Cartoon Network that I'm not optimistic on. Because they're looking for a storyboard animator, or storyboard artist with experience under his belt. And I'm like, I haven't professionally storyboarded yet. But I mean, I would be more than happy to do it. I know the process of storyboarding. I don't know if that makes me sound cocky. Like, maybe there's legit stuff I don't know about storyboarding that would preclude me from the position. But I don't know. Thank you for the character compliment, by the way. Yeah, I'm working on this. My brother's also making a VTuber, so I'm learning this mostly for him. It's good to hear. Therapy can wipe you out. It's good you're feeling up to stream. Warner Brothers would be 100% your vibe. Well, so the one, Animaniacs would be definite. But like, so the one that I'm applying for, is the Tiny Toon reboot. So that would be the one that I would want to get on. Like, if there's any show right now that has an opening that I could get on, Tiny Toons would be the one that I would love more than anything else in the world. I'm being realistic. Like, I'm not trying to squash or downplay myself. Being realistic, it's probably not going to happen. I saw the CN one. I didn't know they were rebooting it. Yeah, it's Tiny Toon Luniversity or something like that, which doesn't make sense because the first show was at Acme University too, but they were kind of elementary school students. I was looking back on it because I was marathoning because I heard the reboot was coming out and I was marathoning the original. There's a bunch of stuff in that show that doesn't make sense, but I just love it anyway. Like, how they did an entire homage to... They just had a They Might Be Giants music video in there of Istanbul. That is a good band, good show, but like, I was a touch confused. Sometimes it's not about skill, it's just about the experience to back it up. It's a real dice roll. Aw, thank you. You reckon I've got a chance? Aw. I hope so. I sent them a bunch of my Bugs Bunny stuff. I sent them my Bugs Bunny in tattoo drag. I don't know if that was a good move or not. But I figure they're gonna have a sense of humor, right? And I sent them a whole bunch of character stuff. And then we get the ears started here, but one ear is gonna be flopped over. I'm just getting everything kind of in place first. And this is one thing I was learning about studying. I actually follow the crew on the new Looney Tunes show on Twitter, and they posted all of their model sheets. And there was so much I was learning, because before that I was just screen capping Bugs Bunny shorts I liked, and I'm just like, well, this is kind of how they draw bugs. And then they literally put up all of the model sheets, and I'm like, sweet, I'll take it. And there's a lot of stuff in those model sheets that I put into this character. Like how there's a specific thing about how the ankles are the widest point on his arms. Like there's a lot of specific stuff that I just didn't think about. They're self-aware, and Animaniacs had a finger on the pulse of modern culture. Why not modern Tiny Toons? It makes it amazing to do fan art of when they post their actual production art. And I've been trying to draw Bugs Bunny since, like, elementary school, but I've only been good at it for the past year and a half. And by good, I mean passable. And then I gave him cuffed jeans. Because we need to get some hot, sexy ankle in there, right? He's gonna be a VTuber. He's gotta be showing off a little bit of, leg. I'm designing a VTuber for my brother, too, and he's like this, submarine golem thing. And he's real excited about that. Nope, I just want to delete the symmetry tool. And I want him to always have one ear kind of cocked to the side. Just a little bit more eyebrow here. This has got... yeah. I think that's... a lifetime of work went into those initials drawing. A decade or two is good, going to be passable. Well, and I was a big Chuck Jones stan. Like, growing up, any cartoon that had Chuck Jones in the director slot, like, I was the weird kid who would look at the director slot when watching those cartoons. And there's a lot of work that you don't see going into those Chuck Jones shorts, but that was kind of the badge of quality. VTubing's really cool. One of my friends got big in the furry scene. Hey, furries are mysteriously wealthy, man. Being big in the furry scene is like It's like getting your 401k. If you know how to work money, man, getting into the furry scene, it's like hitting tenure at a university. I still wonder why I haven't been picked up by the furry scene yet. Because I've been trying to court them. It's impressive what you can do with it. I think I'm gonna make the whiskers lopsided. Or, like, not lopsided, but not symmetrical. I feel like that'll give it a more organic look. And then when you add the physics to them and get them to bounce... There's a reason I haven't been posting art on my account. Oh, is it because you're doing furry stuff or working on VTuber stuff? Am I prying too much, asking about why you haven't been posting art? I just keep trying to find that one mysteriously wealthy furry. I haven't seen many Gollum VTuber models. My brother has sent me, I think, 3 or 4 goblin girls that are just all their shtick is that they're girls and they're goblins. I know that's not Gollum specific, because Gollum is not a goblin as far as I know. And I've been called racist in D&D campaigns for that type of talk. Dragmire! How are you doing? How is drag? What we're doing here on stream today is my brother and I were talking over VTuber contents, but also not. Oh, are you just gonna be popping in for the view and then streaming on your own? Does that mean I need to... Who's this rabbit man? This is the incredible bunny cat. He's half bunny and half cat. My brother and I were talking about working on a D&D story and plotline. Wow. So I'm guessing you're DMing that group? Is that why you've been sending me all the DM memes? See, I've fallen down the VTuber rabbit hole with my brother, who absolutely is in love with the concept of VTubing right now. Furry always wanted to draw that stuff, but been nervous what people would say. Suddenly snapped a few months ago and just exploded with all the funny animal stuff. I love that you use the phrase funny animal. Oh, yes! That's my jam. Been a lot of weird implications to those D&D races and shit. No, Drag can attest. I was at a campaign, and we were fighting a bunch of kobolds, and I accidentally referred to them as goblins, and everybody's like, what are you, racist? I love the term. Funny animals, I think it does more justice to the genre than just furries. I think furry has taken on a fully sexual connotation, which isn't bad. Like, I'm not a prude or anything. But at the same time, though, funny animals, it kind of takes the funny book and, you know, cartoon animal genre. It's a genre all of its own. That's where you find, what's the name? Is it Omaha, the cat dancer? That's where you find Omaha, the cat dancer. And, like, Black Sad. Black Sad is a funny animal book. And we stand Black Sad here. I don't know if you've read Black Sad. If you have not read Black Sad, please, for the love of God, read Black Sad. There we go. I almost can't believe this is a Sonic game soundtrack. I guess this is like, I don't know which game this is. But Funny Animals, that's my jam. Because Funny Animals is a more open term than furry, I feel. Ken's racist to kobolds! Or am I racist to goblins? It depends on who I was trying to insult. Which one's the higher class? Or do their races make any difference? I mean, I wouldn't say 100% sexual of a term, but to deny it's a big part of the community is wrong. I could see that, yeah. I mean, I get why anthro as a term has kind of come out of that too, where they're trying to get that level of separation from the sexual side. It hasn't really bothered me, but like ever since I heard the term funny animal, like that's my favorite term for furry shit. Emotive animals. What if the animals aren't funny, just depressed or moody? Emotive. Are you gonna do an emo animal book? But yeah, hopefully this comes along as a VTuber persona. Because my brother wants to do... I'm gonna try getting... It's a classic term. Wasn't Funny Animal Comics a massive genre back when? Yeah, that was where Scrooge McDuck came from. The Disney comic book was like a whole subcategory. Have you ever seen those comic book covers of old Bugs Bunny comics? I drew another thing that I'd love to have you look at. Only if you want to. Oh, hell yeah. Blue Cat Shadow. You remember where my Discord is? And send it to the Artisan Homeworld Discord, and I'll throw it up and we can take a look at it. If you want a critique, I'll give you a critique. No, I don't! It's Kill Motor Hill, I think is what it's called. Because it's a Scrooge Mc... Yeah, Kill Motor Hill. It's a DuckTales reference. Or a Scrooge McDuck reference. Kill Motor Hill is where Scrooge McDuck put his money bin because it was such a high hill, nobody could get their car up it, and the only way Scrooge could get up there was by renting the strongest donkeys. Disney Pogo. Didn't Hanna-Barbera produce a bunch of comics? Hanna-Barbera, I think they did a bunch of them. I'm not as familiar with Hanna-Barbera's comic book history, though. Because I think they've always been owned by Time Warner. So they kind of had that subsidiary of DC kind of thing going. Like, that's where the Scooby-Doo Batman crossovers came from. Was the fact that DC owned, or Time Warner owned both Batman and Scooby-Doo. But I'm a fountain of trivia. I posted it, but I'm not done yet. It's a whip. Okay, do you want me to post it on... You want me to share it? Ooh. You open the original. Because I don't have to share it if you don't want me to. It looks good so far. I think you've got a pretty strong silhouette on the monster, on the dragon. Yeah, go ahead. Cool, I just wanted heads up before I posted it. Whoa, that's a big file. Usually I work in the stupid big file sizes. Because I like that you're trying to get that sense of flow that we were talking about last time. But I think you're also leading right off the page here. Because anytime you get something with a face, I thought they came from dark glowing crypt where nothing can grow for a 1 mile radius. Ooh, a dragon. Yeah, I definitely like this, but anytime you have a character looking, like looking at this sketch of my bunny cat character, you can tell he's looking over here, which directs your eye in this area, which is what I wanted, because that was what I put the starting soon logo, and then I had a little blurb about the character. And now he's just up there for reference. But anytime you have a character or a monster looking, you're gonna find your eye tracks off in that direction. And it's all about trying to control where the eye goes. So I don't know if you've got plans to have something else up here, but right now you kind of get shot off the page, if that makes sense. Or I don't know if this is even just a small clip out of what big project you were doing too. But I think you've got a really good sense of the details that you want to have in that dragon. It's real flat and graphic. A lot of people say flat like it's a bad thing, but I know a lot of good artists who do really flat stuff. You can. What that's going to do is if you have them facing forward, that's going to start to play with the planes. It depends on if you want to have a really... if you want to do a full 3D image, if that's your goal. But you can have him like shooting a flame too, and having it kind of billow up. If you want to stay flat, if you're looking to get like a representational look, you can take some flames and maybe loop them back around this way. And once you get a point up here, and then you've got your flame details, right? And hopefully you'll start to make that figure 8 that will keep you in the image. But if you bring him facing forward, and you get this kind of... Hold on, let me get a facsimile of a dragon here. What that'll do is that'll bring the face forward, and then you can start to taper where he goes back in space, and then comes bigger when he comes forward in space. And that will push this to the back, and then make this focus. Does that make sense? That's my quick little critique. But you made it's awesome that you keep doing stuff. That's the most important part of all this shit. That's the thing I'm dealing with right now when it comes to my applications. I just put in 2 applications today. Well, not today. I just put in 2 applications in the past 3 days. And I'm probably not going to get either one of them. But I still did it. I still said, hey, hire me, please. I love your stuff. Working on Tiny Toons is my dream job. It's what I went thousands of dollars into debt in art school to do. So hopefully I prove to them that I can do character design and that I can do perspective and volumetric drawing. I'm pretty happy with the portfolio I sent them. I'm just hoping they don't think I'm unprofessional for sending them images instead of pointing them to a website. I just gave them my... What am I applying? If anything, you'll get better at making future applications the more you write. Yeah? That's kind of what I'm thinking too. Because I don't have a website set up. I've got a couple of, like, social media platforms. But I literally just said... Hey, here's a bunch of images I'm proud of to show that I can do what you need me to do. You can get a hold of me at this email that I'm responding to you with and at this phone number. So I'm really hoping that, like, I get a call back or, like, something, man. I'm crossing all my fingers and toes. I didn't really have a teacher to help me with how to draw with flow. No, that's great. I'm glad that you're, like, putting yourself out there, because it could be scary to get a critique on a Twitch stream, right? You never know if whoever's streaming is, like, gonna be that harsh art teacher. I had an art teacher. He was one of my favorite art teachers, but he was a real rough critique. Because you'd get in class with him. Oh, cross those toes! Ah! Toes crossed. He was a really harsh critique, man. He had a class where the intro to his class, because we were in this creative illustration class, or like illustration for, or like artistic experimentation for illustration class. It was one of those weird long title classes, and we were in there doing our thing. And I think it was like the first or second class, he stops the whole class and goes, everybody, what you need to know for illustration as a career is not only are you all competing with each other to get these jobs for illustration, but you all are competing with me to get these jobs. And I was just like, whoa. Which, I mean, is a true statement. But at the same time, it's putting a lot of pressure on you right out the gate, too. But I mean, it's part of the reason why I don't feel so overwhelmed by submitting an email. Because you know, in the end, like, the worst thing they can do is just not say anything to me, right? And it's one of the only ones that I've done that has just been, hey, send us an email here. All the other ones have been submit a resume and then go through our website and then fill out this questionnaire and then we'll contact you in 6 to 8 months. It was pretty hard. He was a hardcore dude, but high school does that and I fucking hate it. He, like, is I don't want to seem like I'm ragging on him, but he just had a real, he was like that I'm gonna beat you into the ground shonen trainer. You know what I mean? Like when Yusuke has to go into the cave in Yu Yu Hakusho and just be beaten to a pulp by his teacher for like a month or something like that. Or when Zoro has to absorb all of the pain taken out of Luffy. Like, it was one of those moments, was that class for me. Of like, this sucks. It's not fun, but I'm gonna come out of this a stronger illustrator and a stronger person. And I got ripped apart, but to be fair, like, some of the things I made for that class deserve to be ripped apart. Like, I look back at some of the things I made for that class, and I'm like, wow, There's no flow. There's no design. The drawing is serviceable at best. I don't know, man. I'm I'm at that point where I'm just willing to take my lumps to get this job, to get these jobs. Because, I mean, I'm taking my lumps in my day job anyway. I am very near done with dealing with... Ooh. Domo Stanton is streaming. Why does he have to stream at the same time as me? I love watching Domo Stanton. Whoop. What's a few more lumps in your life, right? Don't even get me started on how high school forces seniors to pick a college right out of the gate. High school, and it's so anxiety-inducing what a high school makes you. Are you in the States, or are you abroad? The way you're talking makes me think you're in the States. I just want to check, though, because my advice is all going to be state-based, and not... not... Ada. I'm in the States. Alright. I don't know if I would 100% go directly to college after school. I mean, that's up to you. If you're in... Oh, Ohio. I don't know if I've got specific advice for that state. I've never been to Ohio. But... I will say that if you're looking to get into illustration and concept art and all that stuff, especially while you're still in high school and while you're still having your folks help you out with this type of stuff, and I know it's always a hard sell. It's always the hardest sell in the world, especially when folks are like, you can't get a good job without a college degree. I would think about taking... I would think about at least trying to take like a gap year, where what you would do is just take a year about focusing on trying to make online commissions, trying to hit the con circuit. Because you can make a decent amount of money in the con circuit and you don't need a college degree, because the thing about it is that most big scholarships, the main thing... I'm 23, dude. I've been out of high school for... I thought I was giving high school advice. My bad. I was turning into Dad Ken for a second there. Let me give you life advice, but you're in a pretty good boat as far as I know. Yeah, I would not go back to high school to save my life either. I'm sorry to assume. I didn't mean to judge you as being of a certain age. You're fine. That's good to hear. But yeah, like... I don't know, I would see if you couldn't take some time to hit the con circuit. Because that's what I'm trying to do. Just, money is real tight for me right now. So that's part of what streaming is doing for me too, is if I can start to make like a decent living on streaming. Because right now it's just it's a part-time job. I just hit my Tuesdays, Thursdays while I do my regular while I do my regular job. The con circuit, Yeah, like you hit conventions, in artist alleys, you can find like whole groups of people who do nothing but fan art for conventions. And that's their whole source of income. Where you just... Or convention. The convention circuit, you go to different, you know, like comic book, art, anime conventions, and like you just do fan art of your favorite comic books or your favorite sci-fi shows or your favorite animes. Woo! I got a tier 1 sub! Oh my god! Oh, that's awesome! Holy hell! Thank you! Thank you, Jules, for the gift sub. That's definitely gonna help out. Shit! Someone has a sub! Oh, JamG knows who they are. I know who JamG is too. They're IRL friends. I don't know if JamG is something that they'd like to be called, but like, it's fun to say, isn't it? To shout out JamG on stream. Hey yo, JamG! Getting gifted subs, man. That's awesome. And I think I've got 3 of my I got 3 of my emotes up. Can finally throw money at you via Twitch, right? I still am weird about that. I still am in shock, honestly. I keep talking about how I made affiliate and all this stuff. I can't believe that people are willing to pay to watch me doodle. This seems like a friggin' dream. My therapist was talking to me about how, oh, it's amazing how you can still muster up the energy to stream, and I'm just like, streaming is what's keeping me going. Like, knowing I get to stream in the week is what gets me through the day job. Let's get that seam in the jeans there. That's always a nice touch. It's always a very nice touch to get that that inseam on your jeans. And you don't even have to do like a full solid line. I just do like a little tiny trace. Just barely get the pen to touch there. I swear, once I get my bank account, I'm gonna sub to you so hard! Well, thank you. It 100% seems like lots of fun energy. It definitely does take a lot. I'm definitely drained after a streaming session, especially since I always do my streams in 3-hour chunks. I have been toying with doing an after-work stream so that I can get a stream a day in, but I'm still debating whether or not that's going to be healthy or if I'm going to burn out doing that. Because I can see myself burning out very easily doing something like that. So right now I'm playing it safe, especially since I'm on a new med. I'm still getting the feeling of how this med goes. Because it turns out I have ADD. I don't have ADHD, I just have ADD. Which most people have. Stream day sounds like a nightmare! Like, I gotta tell you, for me, if my job, 9 to 5, I wake up in the morning, I do my breakfast, I take my meds, and then I sit down, and I just streamed all day, and then at 5 o'clock, I punched out, that would be... But about the con circuit, I've never been to a convention before. They can be. I haven't been to one since the pandemic hit. So I don't know about currently. But previously, before the worldwide pancetta happened, they were super busy. It was hard to kind of move through them. Depends on which ones you go to. Local ones are different to big ones. And it depends on where you are that makes local. Because I used to go to the Dink, which was the Denver Independent Comics the Denver Independent. I don't remember what it was an acronym, but I don't remember specifically what it was for. It was DINK, but it was the Denver Independent Zine Fest. So it's all people who are doing self-publishing, and they tried to avoid getting huge guests from like major comic book labels, and they try to do their best to support the smaller audiences. Those independent festivals, like those small press expos and independent publishing expos, those are my favorite ones, because you get to see the weird stuff. The stuff that people, like, do as just kind of a lark. I really want to go to one, but I need a ride and I need money. Yeah, that's definitely the barrier for entry. What I see a lot of people do, and the thing I've been talking about for like the past 4 years, I've got friends who are annoyed with me because I haven't followed through with it yet. At least I think they might be a little bit annoyed at me, but just because money is so hard to manage for me, and hopefully I'm getting better with that. What with being on the medication for my inattentive ADD. But like, one of the things I see a lot of people do is splitting the cost of a table, and instead of getting a full table, you just have a small booth, and then you take 1 or 2 projects with you. Instead of trying to fill up a whole table with a whole bunch of stuff, because a table at Dink and a table at Denver Comic Con is around $250, last time I checked. But I don't know what it is currently. I don't know if the pancetta affected it terribly. This sounds like Sonic music. But like, yeah, weirdo zines. I love zine fests, man. Denver has a zine library that you can submit your zine to, and it's just meant to archive independently published zines. It's one of my favorite things in the world, is independently published zines. One of my favorite songs is Harvey Danger's what's it called? Flagpole Sitta? You know the one, the paranoia, paranoia, everybody's coming to get me. But there's a part in that song that goes, I wanna publish zines and rage against machines, which is one of my favorite lines in any like band song I've heard. Just because it spoke directly to me, like, yeah, I too want to publish zines. I also want to rage against machines. Man, Harvey Danger gets me. I want to publish zines and rage against machines. I want to pierce my tongue, it doesn't hurt, it feels fine. We lost 2 people when I started singing. Oop. Flagpole Sitta! Yeah! That's the one. Paranoia, paranoia, everybody's coming to get me. Gonna pierce my tongue, it doesn't hurt, it feels fine. Maybe Rage Against the Inkjet printer. That's a machine that's worth raging against. Not printing presses though, you'll need those machines. That's the title. Rage Against the Inkjet printer. Yes. That's gonna be the name of my zine. The next time I can actually make it to a small press expo. Rage Against the printer. Alright. Oh, I almost forgot to do the tail. That's one of the only reasons that you recognize that he's part cat. Now, my brother and I were talking about putting together VTube Sonas, and his I was working on, and he's like a diving suit that's possessed by a sentient slime, which is really fun. I love that idea. I know this one. What Sonic game is this? I don't remember, but like, this is gonna be one of the ones I'll cut apart to kind of get my head around the VTuber software. I'm gonna see if I can't use Character Animator. But I'm also learning 2D Live Cubism, because that's the one everybody uses. I just need to save up a little bit of money. That might be one of the first things I use my Twitch money on, is buying a 3-year subscription to Live Cubism 2D or whatever it's called. Alright. And then much further down. And then merge that down. Alright. We're gonna call that standing pose. And then this is gonna be ref sketch. And now we're actually gonna do some picking of colors. Well, yeah, we can just pick colors from behind, actually. Because I always kind of saw him as a little bit like of a dark cream tabby pattern, which hopefully also helps you clued in that he's half cat. Oh, that is a big ink brush. That is a huge ink brush. What's that? Do I need it a little bit lighter? That's kind of a better color, I guess. And I'm just gonna get the major silhouette of him blocked in. And then, this is the way I usually do my colors, is I'll just block in one major color. I think I heard this song in Sonic Generations. That might be it. I don't think I played the game that the song's originally from. But, yeah, I'll just block these in, and then I'll use a clipping mask to decide what colors I like. Because it's pretty easy to change those. This sounds like a Dixieland jazz band. Huge ink brush! That's a large delay, if that's where you're just getting to now. And I need to know where Demi is. Because changing the head of the dragon is getting difficult for me. I would do the fire, especially if you struggle with 3D turning 3D objects in your head. That's something you might need to practice more. Have a good night, Jules. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. You did not miss the Mountain Dew. That's what I was wondering. I couldn't do the Mountain Dew without you here. You're the one who wanted the Mountain Dew. Hope to catch another stream soon. I'll try to catch one of yours or your brother's in the morning. Because I know I have to get up pretty early to catch you, but I will see if I can catch you sometime. We're using the bunny emotes. Also, I see how it is, Demi. Okay. After the gift. Whoop. Alright. So what Demi's talking about is that I went out and got the gingerbread Mountain Dew because he donated to me on Ko-Fi. And I'm just like, I did not want to drink this at all. It did not look or sound appetizing to me. And I didn't know until I picked it up that it is a very... It's a color that matches a disturbing bodily fluid. Let's put it that way. And then we have to get a nice... Right now... I literally had to activate my PS4. Hush. There's not much of a smell to it. I'm worried that it's just gonna be bland. Yeah, there's not much taste at all. I can hardly taste the ginger. I don't know if I like that or not. Well, here's what I'll do. I'll keep it in the glass next to me. I tried to tell you! I'll keep it in the glass next to me, and then I'll keep sipping on it with each hydrate that I get. Because I know I'm probably not going to be doing it on my own. We'll see if I can finish this bottle by the end of the stream. That's my challenge. To all of you with channel points. He ditched my stream to come here. I'm hurt. Why are we streaming at the same time? I didn't know you were going to be streaming today. You didn't tell me you were going to start streaming. No, you were all like, no, it's gross. Well, it just sounds gross. That's what I was telling the cashier at the Come and Go that I got it at. It hardly tastes like anything at all. It's just like a slightly sugary club soda. It's like it's like you scrape the icing off of a gingerbread cookie into a Perrier. It's kind of sad. It's like a... I want to be a mod! They got in early. They were here supporting me when I only had like 2 followers. That's why they're mods. Won't even give me the full gift! What gift? What are we talking about? Why are you flipping tables? Calm down, Demi. Calm down. You're being a bit of a brat. Going wild! You're going crazy! I don't want to have to send you to the principal's office. I'm glad you're getting a lot of use out of that emote. I wasn't sure if that one was going to be one that... Oh, don't tell me I haven't seen you be crazy yet. I don't want you acting a fool in my stream. I don't want to have to send you to timeout. I don't know if I should be encouraging this behavior. Hardly productive behavior. Ooh. Okay. But yeah, I don't know if I finished the story about this being a VTuber thing with me and my brother. Mostly, like, I'm mostly excited about it because I don't spend all that much time with my brother. And it's like one of the few things that we've been like able to get out of the house and like get excited about. And just like he came over here and helped me download the free face tracking software. And like I made a cat raise its eyebrows. I'm not sure you can time out mods. I can demod them. I can revoke moderator privileges. Otherwise, what's the point of me running the stream? It's bullying. It's the bullying for me. Bye. I'll see you later, Blue. It was nice to see you in, and it was cool to get to look at your art and to get to talk it over together. I hope I see you again. Alright, let's go to the layer above, make a clipping mask. We'll get kind of an orangish red, and then pinkify it. And we'll make that the inside of the ears. There we go. And we're just getting a real sloppy color in here. Nope, that might be too much. Using the PSR, I can see everything! Can you? We'll go with like a bright yellow eye. And I think that'll help him read more cat too. And then we'll get like a deep green for the iris, maybe? How does that look? And then we'll capture this color, maybe go more cream. Hopefully that's not too similar. That is pretty similar. Let's go more yellow. There we go. And this will be the color I'll use. Using the PS4, I can see everything! Oh, I see. It was a typo. You gotta type more carefully. Well, now I'm just teasing you for the sake of teasing you. This is kind of how cat paws colorize, right? I figure the face is so rabbit. Like, if I just showed that to you, you'd be like, yeah, that's a rabbit. I don't know what this thing is, but that's a rabbit. So I want to get the coloring to be very, very cat. So that you match the two of them together. But I think my brother and I are starting a VTuber channel together, is what it sounds like. Like, it was that excited to see the storm drawing. I've been working on that a little bit too. Maybe we can, after I finish up this guy, we can work on that a little bit. What do we want to get? I think that's how cat coloration works. Where the belly... And then this jacket, I'm gonna try to make like a deep leather. I don't want it to be black, because black is hard to render. Like, maybe if I'm just doing pen and ink, I'll make it like a pure black. I think I did in the thing that I put on. In the thing that I put on Twitter the other day with this character. Can save... Gave me abs and everything, gonna feed my ego. It has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that I mostly draw men with abs, and if I if I try not to draw men with abs, then I do bad. Let's do bright red sneakers. I haven't seen bright red sneakers in a while. And that'll give it like a pop of color that contrasts everything else. Then let's go kind of a desaturated blue. Shh, it doesn't fit my narrative. It tastes like something I know. I'm still trying to figure out what it is. See the Big Nest TV show? I did not see the Big Nest TV show. You sent me the link to the cast of it, right? Because you mean Big Nate, right? I know what you mean. Roll up the cuffs on his jeans, then we'll go just a bit later for the actual cuffs. Cuffs are always lighter on the inside. It's gonna be Disney? Huh. Disney's gonna be working on the Big Nate show? Like, I'll see Big Nate on Instagram, but like, I've never been one to be like, I have to see Big Nate. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of like, Big Nate's there, and I'm like, yeah, it's cute, I like it, but it's not like Calvin and Hobbes. Like, I compulsively read Calvin and Hobbes. If I see one of my Calvin and Hobbes books around, I'm like, okay, I'm sitting down, I'm reading at least 3 strips. At least 3 strips. Calvin and Hobbes, man, that's my jam. I kind of like it just being a white shirt. It kind of gives them that greaser look, which I don't know if that's like a good or a bad look to have, but... You're upset that I'm not a big fan of Big Nate? Like, I like Big Nate. It's not bad. It's just not like my top... It's not my top 10 comic book my top 10 funny paper strips. My top is Calvin and Hobbes. My number 2 is The Far Side. The Far Side is amazing. Your designs are so creative. Are they? It's literally just a bunny and a cat. Like, all I did was say, like, bunny cat is funny to say. What if I made a character who was a bunny cat? Because I like bunnies and I like cats. But I'll take the compliment, I appreciate it. Oh, hush. You do like a whole-ass magical girl. Well, yeah, I mean, but that was literally just magical girl plus cartoon character. Like, it's not that labor-intensive to do that kind of creative stuff. I had a coworker talk to me about that, about how hard it is to be creative. And I'm like, it's literally taking two ideas... It's literally taking creativity. The definition of creativity is taking two ideas and linking them in a way that they've never been linked before. Hello, Sky. How are you doing? I haven't seen you around in a while. What is going on? My brother and I have been getting into VTubers, so I've been trying to design a VTuber design. And I think we're going to be doing a project together. I've been good. Just busy getting ready for the holiday, right? I'm afraid that the presents I ordered for people aren't going to be in on time. When I ordered them, it was like they could be in by the 22nd or the 28th. And I'm like, that's a big window of time. And I paid for the 2-day shipping. So hopefully I get them here soon. Yeah, he looks like half cat, half bunny now, right? Let me get the rest of my tabby stripes up. Yeah. Sounds good. I also drew my mom a tattoo! It's Alice wearing the Mad Hatter's hat. Ooh, that's cute. Why do I keep drinking this? It just tastes sad. It just tastes like sadness. I'd rather drink my other stuff. I've been looking at drawing tablets. Oh, I've been looking at drawing tablets. Any tips? I hear Huey's pretty good. Stop it! Stop what? I'm just telling you how it tastes to me. But it's not that bad. I didn't say it was bad. I just said it tastes like sadness. That doesn't mean it's bad. Sometimes you want something sad to eat. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I make a meal and I'm just like, this meal just needs to be like a miserable experience. You know? Sometimes you gotta taste that type of stuff to appreciate the fine dining. I wasn't trying to be mean by saying that. And if you like it, I'm not trying to be... It's like a snickerdoodle. It does not taste like a snickerdoodle. I will debate you on that, sir. It does not taste at all like a snickerdoodle. Wait, I said I was gonna work on, after we got the colors done, I was gonna work on the storm drawing for you. So, there's that. Yep. And honestly, it was a challenge because my mom wanted Alice facing the other way. I have never drawn a back view of a character. But I did a good job on my first time! Oh, awesome! It tastes just like Snickerdoodle. I think you're crazy. I think you are literally an insane person. Hold on, I need to get the color back, because this is the color I was using. I think you are just purely a crazy person if you think it tastes just like a Snickerdoodle. Can I make it smaller? Bigger one. There we go. Posture check. Uh-oh. Routine to hydrate. I want to taste the Snickerdoodle water. It's not bad, but I wouldn't be drinking it at all. You like this pic? Yeah, this is Demi cosplaying as Storm from the X-Men. And all superheroes get to have abs. I don't care who you are. Superheroes deserve abs. No matter who they are. And then I had this dread coming out here like this. I was using your technique to kind of get the shape of my dreads consistent. When you sent me your dread drawing tutorial, Demi. You could see underneath that I had that kind of... You cannot tell me otherwise, but cosplayers can be the biggest catfish. I can see that. Well, especially with the amount of, like, makeup and production they can kind of go into. I could see that. I haven't dated any cosplayers, so I wouldn't know. I'm sorry that you got catfished. Well, since you told him it's me, he suddenly hates it. No, I like the energy. Well, thank you. But it turns out when Demi cosplays Storm, it's just kind of an older, more experienced Static Shock. Which isn't bad. I love Static. He's one of my favorite superheroes. I haven't either. It was just a funny thought I had. I thought that was, like, from life experience. The cosplayers are just big catfish. I went down a rabbit hole and was watching a ton of that show, Catfish. I don't know if y'all seen it. There was a guy who literally got catfished by a girl Oh, my static cosplay? Instead of saying goodbye, I should have just said lurking because I'm ready for work tomorrow. Well, thank you for lurking. I need to change my lol into a lurk emote. I need to get a lurk emote in here because I think a lurk emote would be a good one to have. I think, like, maybe one of my characters in a trench coat with a fedora, looking like a noir detective. Would that be a good lurking one? Or, like, what if I got, like, an anonymous, like a gray anonymous profile pic just breathing down my neck while I'm drawing? Would that be a good lurking emote? I think that'd be kind of funny. And then you don't have to, like, type out I'm lurking. You just have to put that and I'll know you're lurking. Stranger danger sign! Stranger danger! I need my accountability buddy! Where's my accountability buddy? Zomboy in the trench coat. Ooh. I already have the Zomboy what the fuck one. That would make it consistent. And it would kind of tie him to my channel as a mascot of sorts. And help promote my comic of him if I ever finally get that started. I don't know if this is coming out well or not. I just don't want it to look like you have an octopus erupting out of your head. See, I'm big brain. I like the idea. We could do, I'll pull up my emote file, and then we'll... Because I think I was getting one done for hydrate. But I think I like lurking better. Because I'm definitely not going to get rid of the truck nuts emote. Which anybody who has a subscription to me has access to all of my emotes. The one that gets used most often is the lewd bunny face, which... I'm not sure whether or not that's a good or a bad thing. See, this is a Sonic compilation, but for a second there I thought this was You Say Run from My Hero Aka. Maybe add lightning. Yeah, well, hold on. I've got lightning planned out. I'm just getting the details all signed in. I'm wondering if those might actually be too long. Are your dreads that long? Hold on. Let me cut those dreads down just a little bit. My dog is safe. He's laying on me. He's the big doggo. Yeah, see, I got the what the fuck, and I got the truck nuts. We still haven't... Have we still not shown... Jules was in here today, and I forgot to show off the truck nuts emote. Oh, that's sad, because he's the reason I made the truck nuts emote. That's better. The truck nuts emote is because on one of my first streams in this house, I was explaining to Jules Animation about... That actually looks worse. I think it looks worse because it's such a uniform... I need to pick out which dreads are the ones to start shorter, right? Because these ones are near the front of the head. This would probably actually only come up to here. Okay, okay. I got this now. And then this one can probably come up to here. It can come around to here. And then these ones can come around a bit further. Okay, and then this one can probably come up just a little bit. We'll put a cap on that. And then this one come back here. Imagine cosplaying as a boomer! Yeah, I still need to change my LOL one. Because that's the standard. Like, that's literally the standard emote that they put in there when you earn your affiliate. And then I'll start throwing some longer ones back here. Alright. Let's zoom out a little bit and see how that looks for dreads instead. Because I'm trying to get it, like, whipped around in the wind, but I'm not sure, man. Gotta get Engeeth to draw my Zagreus cosplay. Hell yeah. Engeeth needs to stream on a day that I can watch him. Because I want to see that. I missed his crop top stream, and I'm really sad about that. He didn't even send me pics. I'm heartbroken, guys. Have you ever told a joke to your parents and it turns into a 1 hour long lecture? Oh! That's a mood. Was it a lecture because they thought the joke was offensive? I mean, my mom is pretty in on, like, bits and jokes. So, like, there's a lot I could get away with as a joke. We got your serrators here, and then boom. You really didn't send pics? No. Right? What an asshole. I did an entire stream in a crop top just to help him with his self-consciousness. And he doesn't even have the common courtesy to send me pics of him in a crop top. I haven't spoken to him all that much at all. That's rude. Rude. That's okay. I still like Engeeth though. He's still one of my favorite streamers. And when I see that he's streaming, and I have time to watch a stream, I love to catch him and just chat with him about the yaoi boys he draws. He sent me pics. Oh. He's playing favorites then. You heard it confirmed here, folks. And he doesn't like me. It's a hot stream. Needed water and everything. Speaking of. I needed to hydrate a little bit. I was getting a little bit dehydrated. I had mental pics. I think those are just called memories. He got to see me in a crop top. He got to see me in a bunny suit. I feel like it's not fair. That's all I'm saying. Back, and then you get the muscle. Yeah, that's how the kneecap goes. That looks like a kneecap, right? Yep. Okay. Maybe just a couple more dreads up here. Oop. in graphic detail. Would you be wearing, because like the design I have in my mind, let me start a new layer. Right? Because the design I would have in my mind for your storm costume would be something along these lines, where like a not like a tank top, but like a tight vest. That bodysuit was more for you than anyone else. Hey Siri, play Pony. What's the difference between apples and an orphan? The apples get picked. Oh, you are on Santa's naughty list. But I guess that's technically true, because once they get picked, they're no longer an orphan. Oops. I'm going to erase this a little bit so that we could still define that crease there. Because that's where the leg kind of meets. Have you guys seen Centaur World Season 2 yet? Have you seen Centaur World Season 1 yet? Hey Alexa, play Centaur World. Hey Google, start Centaur World. Why do orphans have water with their cereal? Because their dad hasn't come back with the milk yet! No, I haven't. Dude, watch Centaur World. I've had the Derple drop stuck in my head for 3 days straight now. And I need somebody to experience that so they can have the pure joy that I had when it came on. Drop, Derple, drop, Derple, drop. That one hit too close. That one hit too close to home. I'm sorry, Demi. And then, like, because here's the shoulders, right? And then you have those big, because Storm has those, like, parachute wings, right? That's how she flies. So we can attach to the wrist here and here and get, like, whew. Because that's what gives Storm the ability to glide and float about. I think a lot of comic book writers forget that she doesn't fly by conventional good abs, Lamau. I do like me some good abs. That, I will fully admit that part of this drawing is a little bit self-indulgent. I like to draw abs better than I like to draw dad bods. So sue me. Even though some people would say, let me stop before people. Some people would say I have a dad bod, but I would disagree. I don't think I have a dad bod. I don't know. Do you guys think I have a dad bod? I don't think I've got a dad bod. Whoops. Oh, did I lock the layer accidentally? Because I've been doing that a lot. Just merge that down. Oh, that's what I did. I changed the color. I don't think I have a dad. Imagine dating. Like, ew. I have two daddies. Are you calling me a daddy because you think I have a dad bod? I don't think that's true. I don't have a dad bod, guys. You have that dad laugh, though. Do I have a dad laugh? Dad moves, Ken. Oh, shite. No, when people tell me I have a dad bod, I say, I don't have a dad bod. I have a father figure. Oh, this is colors, right? This is definitely colors. And then we're gonna have... I only see Drag on the weekends because he didn't want custody. No! Oh, let me put the pen up real quick there. I gotta get some energy sauce in me. What makes a dad joke? When it becomes apparent. I don't have a dad bod. I have a father figure. Actually, I don't know if this is Sonic Colors now. And then, how does Storm normally look? Let me pull up some reference. I'm gonna pull up some reference, guys. Your arms are buff. You got dad strength. Oh, her cape acts like it's literally attached to her neck. That seems like a bad way to design that. Hold on a second. Look at my images here. Like, I like the one where she's got the full skin tight too. But I do also like the ones where she shows off a little skin. And then she's got these kind of clasps. Oh, I think, what if we cut this down into a deep V, right? And then we put her big X-Men clasps up here. So you could recognize from a distance, oh, that's Storm. And we didn't... Manly father figure Ken! I've been wanting to do my dad voice for a couple days now. I have a father figure. That's kind of the voice that I use for Gaston whenever I sing that song. When I was a boy, I ate 4 dozen eggs every morning so I could get large. Y'all want skin subtitle? I was seriously considering an OnlyFans. I think affiliate has kind of changed my mind on that, but it's still a possibility. Part of the reason I want to have an OnlyFans isn't specifically desperation money related, but part of it, like, Gaston is the definition of that one tryhard in PE! Careful, you're gonna make Drag thirsty with the dad voice. But, like, part of the reason I would want to have an OnlyFans is mostly because I kind of want documentation of myself before I get too old and wrinkly and... You know what I mean? I still think that this would look better as Mohawk Storm. Yeah. But I can see what you like about the Halle Berry Storm. I really can. And what about... Hold on. Because this one design I found of her, I don't even know if this is real or if it's a fan art, but it's got this feature that I really love on the top of her boots, but I'm gonna put it on the legs of the shorts, where there are cutout holes. Like, why are there cutout holes? They can't serve any function, but they're cutout holes on the legs just to show leg off on the top of her boots. So I'm gonna put them on here because I like them. It's one of those like really silly 90s designs. Here we go. I like that. And then we'll do that thing. Let's see what other. Father, wake up! You just missed the bus! Wake up! Just missed the bus. Oh my god. Looks like wearing bike shorts for this Storm cosplay. Hell yeah. And then this, we're gonna have a scene. Well, actually, let's make that bigger. Where we'll have and then these will all be yellow, right? And then these will be the traditional red. And then most of this stuff will end up just being black pleather. When I cosplay as Charlie from Has Been Hotel. Ooh, that's a good choice. I've been wanting to do a Lex Luthor cosplay. Just because it'd be super. All I gotta do is buy a power suit. And you can always use a power suit. It's an excuse to buy a power suit, but it's also, you know, if I have a job interview or anything, I've got a power suit. I look like a CEO of a billion-dollar company. Or an evil CEO. Or the Cheshire Cat. That's a good one. So are these gauntlets, or should these be gloves? To Storm, she usually... Sometimes she wears gloves, and sometimes she has open hands. Man, I don't know which one would be better. Let me... Let's see, man. And then we've got... I kind of like these better as leather gloves. I'd say gauntlet. That would look cool. Open hands. I guess it's unanimous. I was gonna go with gloves, but the crowd has spoken. These are cooler as gauntlets, apparently. Well, I guess it gives me a chance to colorize the hands and really work on my... For some reason, I can't draw hands today. Then we'll colorize... Just sketch this in real quick of where the dark areas are going to be. Ken got that 247th Seth Rogen cosplay. Is that a Facebook notification? I think it's probably Instagram. I'm not on Facebook all that often. I try to get back on Facebook because there's a comic writing community that I joined on it. But I just have had a hard time being on Facebook. Did I tell you guys about the time that I stood for a picture with somebody because they thought I was Seth Rogen? That happened at Denver Comic Con. Somebody gets their picture with me. They just asked for a picture. Shit, I don't have anything except Facebook. Holy hell, I don't know how you do it. Facebook is kind of toxic for me. Imagine looking like a celebrity. I don't think I look that much like Seth Rogen, to be honest. But I've gotten that comparison on multiple occasions. Of like, you look and sound like Seth Rogen. I'm only friends with the family and a few friends from school. Yeah, I literally had some guys come up to me and be like, dude, can we have a picture with you? And I was like, sure, why not? Because, like, I had friends who were in costume and they were getting their picture taken. So I was just following, like, the cosplay etiquette, right? And then, as they're walking away, Ego J. Cole. I got J. I don't know what Ego J. Cole is. I haven't seen Ego J. Cole. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. But, like, as soon as they snap the picture and they're walking away, so one dude was to the other, dude, how cool is it that we got pics of Seth Rogen? And I'm like, but I'm not. You're already, okay. I'm just wondering if there's a picture of me floating on that subreddit of the the people who think they meet celebrities. You know what I mean? There's a whole subreddit of just people who are taking pictures with people who don't know that they're celebrities. Hey, can we have a photo, Ken? Oh, sure. I didn't want to disappoint them. My guess, because I haven't seen that photo. I haven't seen that photo ever. My guess is they showed it to some friends. Like, dude, we met Seth Rogen. And then one dude's like, that's not Seth Rogen. No, it's totally Seth Rogen. Dude, take a look. It's not Seth Rogen. Well, why do you let me take a picture of him? I don't know if that looks right. Shit, that would be funny. Well, it all happened so fast, too. Like, I would have let him know that I wasn't Seth Rogen. Like, if they would have come up to me like they were approaching... Like, I would have approached Seth Rogen, it would have been like, hey, dude, I know you're busy, you're probably getting someplace, but, like, I love your stuff. Can I get a picture with you? And at some point, I think I would be like, you're Seth Rogen, right? I don't know, that story still cracks me up. And I hope that picture's out there. But I'm assuming that somebody figured it out and it got deleted. I want to become a YouTuber, but I don't have anything to use to play since my computer is down. So, like a gaming YouTuber? Because you don't have to play games to be a YouTuber. You could do makeup, outfit of the day. Like, you could just rant. I know there's a whole ranting community. I don't know if it's a good community, but it's there. Like, you can YouTube all sorts of stuff. It doesn't have to be that game. Or an artist YouTuber. You should look up Bailey J and Drawing with Waffles. Those are two traditional art YouTubers that are really fun for me to watch. Actually, I might drop links to them in the chat. Let me see if I can find... Oh, yep. That's her. That is her. Oh my god, I really love this! Thank you! I'm glad it came out good. Okay. Here's Bailey J. If you click the link, you'll go to her YouTube channel. Please, feel free to subscribe. She's real good. And then... Oop. Did it not go through? It didn't go through. Okay, there's the link. And then Drawing with Waffles. And then Casey Golden's a really good one too. I really like Casey Golden. So these are all really good traditional art YouTubers. Feel free to click, check them out. Casey Golden, Bailey J, and Drawing with Waffles for the VOD viewers who can't click the link. But there's some of my favorites. I haven't had the chance to draw all that many dreads, so I'm kind of excited for that too. Is this the white jumpsuit storm? I was thinking the black leather, but we could do white jumpsuit too. Whatever suits you, you're the person who's gonna be wearing it. Because if you want white jumpsuit, all I gotta do is change it to white. Let's get the whole thing in view. And let me change my pen, actually. Well, that's right, I'm in charcoal, crayon, pastel, chalk. Just getting this sketch done. I think I've just gotten better in the past year and a half just with streaming. No, it's perfect. Whoa! What is this big comment? Hold on. Oh, whoa, hold on. And there was this one time I was shopping with my nana and sis, kind of lagging behind, looking at candy. There was this lady who walked up to me, straight up asked, "Oh my god, are you insert my real name?" I stood there for like 3 minutes staring at this woman who I've never seen before, and just walked away nervous and scared. Like, I am not famous yet. This random woman knows my whole ass name. That's a moment. Is it because of you doing, like, online stuff, or? Probably wear Black Leo and then some bike shorts. Yeah, and then, I don't know how easy those cutouts will be to do. But those are my favorite. I saw those goofy-ass boots, and I was like, I gotta put that in there. Those are some goofy-ass boots. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing a full color on this today. I think I'm just gonna be completing the rough sketch, and then I'll jump to another picture. Because I wanted to get some inks and color done on my brother's VTube avatar too. So that was my general plan. Was to get the color and design done for Bunny Cat. No, I've never done anything that went viral, but this woman knew my name! What the fuck? Is someone spying on me? I was literally scared and horrified. I would be too, man. What the hell? How do you know my name? Let's see the VTube. That was the bunny cat I was working on. This was the VTube design that I was doing, and then my brother's V2 avatar. As soon as I get done with this one, I will go ahead and show that one off when I start inking and coloring it. I'm gonna try to get like that typhoon texture in here of like wind whipping past, because as long as I'm putting texture in here with this pastel brush, I should try to whip this wind up into shape. I was so speechless, like how the only thing I've done was walk in front of a news camera and be on the news screen, but my name was never shared. Wait, what am I waiting for? Because I'm assuming she wasn't your teacher or anything at some point. I've never been interviewed before on the news. Huh. Did you have to check, like, Haro records or something? I hope that Haro would, like, keep records of that type of stuff, you know what I mean? And this is kind of a value study here. Is kind of what I'd consider this. Huh, I wonder how... I don't know. That's a mystery, man. How on earth would somebody just know your name like that? I think she might have been like a malevolent spirit trying to steal your soul. That's the only reasonable explanation I can think of. And that you just getting out of there was like the only thing that saved your soul that day. Was that it was a demon that knew you by name and trying to corrupt you from the inside out. That's just my guess. I don't know, I could be wrong. I always reserve the right to be wrong. That might change the tune a lot. There you go. What if she was a stalker? trying to kill me, but I got away in time. I remember being interviewed about this good dog food brand that was donated to this dog food and talked about it. It helps dogs. But this was after the incident. Like, to this day, I've tried to think of how that woman knew me. Ooh, excuse me. Is it really 8 o'clock? We only got an hour left? Holy crap, time went by fast. But I'm really happy with that. I think that's a good sketch. And then we can just copy it, blow it up, and then do a final painting of it. I think that turned out really good. I think it's a nice dynamic pose. I'm really happy with it. And then this is my brother's VTube avatar that we're working on. What if I'm an alien and she's from Area 51 trying to bring me back? Well, I hope that we don't get our alien friend stolen from us. So I was worried that it might be a little bit too busy, which is why I wanted to do some refining and sketching of it. I'm going to turn that down just a little bit. Oop, I just wanted this one to turn down just a little bit. And then I'm going to do one more pass in pure black. Oop, and I need a new layer so that the black really stands out. Alright. And he was saying that he really wanted an asymmetrical design, which is why he's got this coral pauldron. I hope this reads coral. It's a big mess of I don't know what right now. And I might need to research like what an anemone looks like. But I feel like that'd be a really good point of secondary motion, of just to kind of get an anemone floating there. Or am I a supernatural human with immortality? She works for the government and is trying to capture me for being tested on... that's it. 100%. 100%. If it's not that, she's a demon trying to steal your soul. And he's got this kind of glowing red Cylon eye. And because he's a VTuber, I wanted to make sure that we could get the head moving. So this right here is supposed to be like a big rubber gasket that will stretch up and down. I'm not sure how the mesh is going to have to work on that, because I've been researching building the rig. Am I an immortal viewer possibly being spied on by the government this very second? You need to get a VPN then. Get a VPN and a Tor browser, my friend. Do most of your surfing on the dark web. Or even just like the gray web, the deep web, not the dark web. Although you can't live stream on the dark web. You can only live stream on the surface web. So that's a bit of a bummer, but... Yep, autosave. Time to hydrate. That's the first autosave I got on the stream, right? I think I got one autosave earlier when I was warming up for stream and stretching my stuff, but I don't think I got an autosave on this stream yet. What if she was a time traveler and she went back in time to see what I was like as a kid? There is an anime cult about that. There's a really good video Mother's Basement did about the Happy Science cult in Japan. And, like, they put out these anime movies, and that's literally the plot of one of them. Of, like, this girl comes back to see this kid at this point in time, and it turns out she's a time traveler, and that she wanted to see her, like, great-great-great-granddad, who, like, founded this important branch of Happy Science. But, like, there's a weird, like, romantic chemistry between the two of them. And then you don't know throughout the whole movie. And then at the end of the movie, you find out that she's his, like, descendant. I should be in an anime. I'd be, like, an awesome anime person. Hell yeah. I should just use the circle tool, but I'm too lazy to switch tools. Like, that's a thing that's a theme that's real consistent about my art, is that I just get too lazy to switch tools. Like, I'll get the whole brush set, but I'll end up using just one square or one filbert brush, and that's it. Like, I won't switch anything. I'm just gonna muscle through, because I get into the groove, and then I don't want to stop the connection to the canvas. I'm a very funny and brave character, yet I can get startled easily. Startled by falling face first into somebody's chest. Is that the type of startled we're talking about for anime? I didn't mean to. I just fell down the stairs and my hands happened to fall directly on your chest. Oops. Lurk! Yeah, I definitely need a lurking emoji. Lurk! Time to lurk. Don't want to shirk my duty as an audience member, but I also want to do something else like brush my teeth or get something to eat. I don't know. Did you like my song? Did you like my little song? It almost sounded like I said something else there. That is because I'm clumsy as shit. And a small spider in the middle of the room. Yeah, don't feel ashamed of being afraid of spiders. Millennia of evolutionary programming has made us afraid of spiders. And then I like this turtle shell belt buckle I made. Because I'm just kind of making this guy... Because it's... he described it to me as a golem. I am terrified of spiders. So was most of my... so was my mom. Like, she was always real upset that my favorite superhero was Spider-Man. She's like, out of all the superheroes, you had to like Spider-Man. Also, which anime would you be in? I'd be in My Hero Academia. I mean, what's the context? Because I guess My Hero is a good choice because you know you'd at least have some sort of power, right? If I had the same kind of spirit powers, I would probably go to Yu Yu Hakusho. Shit, Spider-Man is sick! I love some of the spider jokes they do in that show. Or in that, like, series. Like, one of my favorite spider jokes is from... there's this Spider-Man Doctor Strange crossover, right? So Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. Spider-Man is fighting a bad guy, and this bad guy gets possessed by this evil spider spirit, right? And so, in the middle of this fight, this spider spirit he goes into the bad guy, reaches back, and grabs a can of Raid spray, right? And he sprays Spider-Man in the face, and Spider-Man goes, ah, and falls out the window and crashes into Doctor Strange's sanctum. So that's already ridiculous that Spider-Man got maced with Raid. But also, he falls into Doctor Strange's bathtub, right? And he struggles and can't get out of this bathtub. And it's like, what the hell are you talking about? There are two characters I sent for in that anime. I actually have an OC that has Spider-Man's powers, but for My Hero Academia, I changed up her powers a bit. Just like Spider-Man struggling to get out of a bathtub. That's always been one of my favorite spider jokes. Just Spider-Man has trouble getting out of a bathtub. Because his stickum powers don't work in there. Yeah, I think this moved at some point. Hold on. Turn this off. Yeah, this moved. Hold on a second. That feels better. And that looks more right. Okay, okay, okay. Oops. Not okay. Okay. I was wondering why everything looked so weird. That is funny. My favorite Spider-Man actor is Tom Holland. I like Tom Holland. I liked Andrew Garfield a little bit better as Spider-Man. I agree that he's probably not the best Peter Parker, but I haven't seen a Spider-Man that does a really good Peter Parker yet. My favorite Peter in, like, the series is the 90s Spider-Man with Christopher Daniel Barnes, who, fun fact, played Prince Eric in The Little Mermaid. So he's a really good Spider-Man, voice-wise. I love Neil Patrick Harris as Spider-Man, and the way they animated him in the MTV Spider-Man series was really good. So he's one of my favorite Spider-Man, but you just can't not love. Wait. Can't not love I love Neil Patrick Harris. Neil Patrick Harris is amazing, and whatever he's in, he makes better. Neil Patrick Harris was the better Count Olaf in the Netflix show. That is a cool fact. Prince Eric and Spider-Man are the same person. I've seen, like, one of my favorite Spider-Man clips of all time. Hold on. Let me pause this real quick. Okay, hold on. Oh, it's not gonna let me. Damn it. But this voice clip is amazing. Hold on, let me turn it up a little bit. And guys, listen to this voice acting that Christopher Daniel Barnes does as Spider-Man.
I am invincible! Get back here, Shocker! Shocker! You can't escape me! I'll chase you to the ends of the earth!
You can't escape me! I'll chase you to the ends of the earth! Shocker! It's one of my favorite clips of all time. Let me turn this back down so I don't blast your guys' eardrums off. Get back to my Sonic. I wish it would let me pop out the video, but it might be a YouTube Kids feature. Shocker! You can't escape me! I'll chase you to the ends of the earth! Oh my god, that's some of the most insane voice acting I've ever seen in my life. I love it though, it's the best. Shocker! I'll chase you to the ends of the earth! You can't escape me! It's one of my favorite Spidey memes. Got some more in there. Give him some kind of details. Let it now. Okay. Whoop. Okay. And that's gonna be the fishnet poncho. I just want to make sure I get all the details done first. I'm gonna make this more round like a hose and less like a pipe. Because I think initially I had that planned out to be a pipe, but then I recognized that that pipe might be a little bit too vulnerable, and he's got to move. So I think I'll make that a hose, because I'm going to have to make that a mesh when I make this a VTuber model. This is a really ambitious VTuber model, and the reason I made the bunny cat model is because I wanted something really basic that I could learn on before I start getting super ambitious and biting off more than I can chew with this design. Because there's so many moving parts. I'm just kind of documenting them as I go. But we got plenty of time to hang out and work on this a little bit. Yeah, I'm hoping... Like, and I don't know if this is wise or not, but I'm thinking about trying to make, like, different shows all on one Twitch channel and kind of making it like a traditional TV station setup. And I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I'm just kind of floating it out right now about, like, different programming at different times. And doing, like, the old school TV thing. Because the ads are built in to Twitch, so I don't need to worry too much about advertising. If I wanted to get a sponsor, I could. And then do sponsored bits as well. Oh, excuse me. Oof. I expected more ginger out of that. I wanted more ginger out of the gingerbread Mountain Dew. Like, I expected it to be more like a ginger beer or something like that. I don't know, if you're gonna make a novelty flavor, it should be like a big, bold flavor, right? That's all I'm saying, because I don't think they went hard enough on it. Mountain Dew, if you're listening, you could have gone harder on your ginger snap. Yeah, somebody tag Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew didn't go hard enough on ginger snap. Somebody tell Mountain Dew that the key to doing novelty is to commit to the bit. You can't do half of a bit. You have to commit all the way to the bit. Otherwise, it doesn't work, man. It's just slightly sugary club soda. But probably much worse for me than club soda would be. It's not bad, but, like, I'm never drinking it again. It's not gonna be like Cranberry Sprite where it comes back every year for Christmas time. I get Cranberry Sprite. Like, cranberry... Like, that is like a berry... A berry always makes a good soda flavor. And for you to just take cranberries and make that into a soda, and then like, oh, it's holiday time. People have cranberry sauce on their dinners. Like, that makes sense. It either needs to taste more like a cookie or more like a ginger beer. It doesn't taste enough like a cookie to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm taking a weird hardline stance on this and turning people off, but like... I can't change my opinion, man. Or can I? I don't know. You want a drink that tastes like a cookie? Well, that's what they promised. It's supposed to taste like a gingerbread cookie. It's Ginger Snap Mountain Dew. It's supposed to taste like a cookie. Or at the very least, I want more ginger in it, you know? I don't think it tastes like a cookie. It tastes like there might have been, at some point, a cookie adjacent to it. but this tastes like a cookie the same way that strawberry aha tastes like strawberry. You know what I mean? I don't know. I could be too harsh. I might have built it up too big in my head, and now I'm just being really harsh for no reason. It's cookie adjacent. Yeah. It was at one point in the same room as a cookie. But I'm not a huge fan of foods pretending to be other foods either. You know, I never got, like... I tried carrot cake Oreos and was disappointed. They were just Oreos in carrot cake drag. Best. I tried red velvet Oreos. Those were okay at best. I just don't get why things have to be flavored like other things. Best Spidey was Spectacular Spider-Man. Josh Keaton is one of my favorite Spider-Man voice actors. And yes, I know him by name immediately with you just giving me the title of the show. He was in one of my favorite Spider-Man games, and I get a lot of shit for this, right? One of my favorite Spider-Man games of all time is Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. And it's not for, like, the game itself is pretty basic. It's a pretty basic game, but the aesthetic, like, the polish on it is amazing. Like, for the voice cast for this video game is Josh Keaton as Ultimate Spider-Man, Neil Patrick Harris as Amazing Spider-Man, Christopher Daniel Barnes as Noir Spider-Man, and Dan Gilvezan as Spider-Man 2099. Like, they made it a point to only cast people who have played Spider-Man before. And Dan Gilvezan, for those who don't know, he played Spider-Man in the 60s, Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, when it was Spider-Man, Firestar, and Iceman. Firestar, not to be confused with DC's Starfire. But this is the shitty trivia that I'm filled with. Shattered Dimensions was my shit! I love that game. I think it got way too harshly criticized. For what it was, I thought it was a really fun game. Yeah, let's... Yuri is gonna be a good one. Yuri... I'm not sure I know what you mean by Yuri. Are we still talking about Spider-Man? I'm not sure if I'm prepared to be done talking about Spider-Man. Yuri Lowenthal? PS4. Oh! He's the voice actor who plays PS4 Spidey? I gotcha. My bad. I should have known that. I haven't researched that one yet. He's pretty good. Like, I like him. I think he's a little bit too soft-spoken. He's a much better Peter Parker than he is a Spider-Man. There was a really interesting Spider-Man comic I read like 3 or 4 months back where Spider-Man got split in two. Like, he literally got split into Peter Parker and Spider-Man. And, like, Spider-Man turned into a total dick. And kind of forgot about... Because, like, everything that was Peter Parker got taken out of Spider-Man. I even have a Spider-Cop cosplay mustache and all! Oh, I'd like to see that. But, like, there's this whole storyline where Peter Parker gets ripped out of Spider-Man, and then Spider-Man ends up being, just a big douche. Like, he stops a giant robot, and then instead of, like, giving it to the authorities, because he's a tech whiz, the way he stops it is by, like, pulling out its central processor or something. And then he reprograms it and paints this dumbass spider face on it. And then he's got, like, a spider mech that he holds onto. And is like, this is gonna make crime fighting so easy. And he starts a superhero Uber app. Oh, it's just such a dumb fucking story. But it does really well because it also addresses, like, the elephant in the room of people making Spider-Man, like, way too silly and asshole. You need to watch No Way Home. It's on my list. That one's only in theaters, right? That's not on Disney Plus. If it's on Disney Plus, I'll watch it tonight. But I think it's still only in theaters. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. I'll have to check how much cash I got. But I've always been a much bigger fan of the cartoons and comics than I have been of the movies. The movies, I don't feel like, get Spider-Man right. Will you pardon me, one big Spidey rant is that I don't think... But every complaint, Tom Spidey. I like Tom Hardy as, like, Spider-Man, but I feel like all of the best things of MCU Spider-Man, right? Everything that makes MCU Spider-Man really fun and really interesting is stolen directly from Miles Morales. The guy in the cherries and best friend, the protege to a hero who you don't think you're ever going to live up to, the kind of coming from nothing. We can go after Christmas, hell yeah! That would be fun. So I guess I have plans to go see it now, after Christmas. Because I was just planning to go by myself, but... I'll go after Christmas with you. But to be honest, man, like... No Way Home, I'm kind of... Like, I think it looks good, don't get me wrong. And it's kind of a fun idea since Spider-Man's been all about multiverses lately. But, like... I really, 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 like... Can't wait to see Across the Spider-Verse. That is the one that I'm most excited for. I think Andrew is the most comic accurate. I think... As Spider-Man, Andrew is the most comic accurate. Yes. I think as Peter Parker, Tom Holland, out of the movie guys, I think Tom Holland might have the closest. I really am not a fan of Tobey Maguire. I wasn't a fan of Tobey Maguire when those movies first came out, but it was the only Spider-Man movie I had, so I watched it on repeat. because I was obsessed with Spider-Man media as a kid. I replayed the PS1 game over and over and over again, too. To points where I've memorized dialogue in that game. Do you even think Peter Parker for Andrew Garfield? I think he was much too charming as Peter Parker. I think Peter Parker needs a little bit more of a kind of awkward and not so confident. I think he was much too charming. And that's part of just like... And I like Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy too. I think Emma Stone was really good, but at the same time, I'm also like, I really liked their chemistry. I think they were a believable couple. I think they might have actually been dating at that time. I think they were a really believable couple, but I think they were like a really believable like Hollywood, like up in like, hey, people forget a lot of the time in the Ditko comics. Well, no, I mean, so the Ditko comics, he wasn't a ladies' man. He wasn't a ladies' man in the comics until John Romita Sr. came on. That's when Spider-Man went from being a kind of awkward horror sci-fi comic to being a superhero with romances. Was when John Romita... Oop, autosave. Time to hydrate. Because Ditko's the reason that Spidey was a creepy weirdo who resented the world. I could have sworn he was. I know people kept trying to push Ditko into making him a ladies' man, but once Ditko got off the book, and it was John Romita Sr., like, John Romita Sr. is the one who drew the... Nah, finish that Mountain Dew! Maybe you just drink more Mountain Dew than I do to be able to taste that, because I feel like all I taste is, like, chemical sugar. Maybe your Mountain Dew palate is much more refined than mine. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's a failing on my part, and being a lack of a Mountain Dew connoisseur. I should be more of a Mountain Dew sommelier. Best $12 a month I ever spent! Just gonna do some more coral here. Woo! And then... yeah, I'm debating whether or not I want to put an enemy in here. Because I think that might be a lot of physics to program. Because from what I'm learning about VTubers and stuff, is that the hardest part is getting the... Here's some craziness from the first 2 issues of Minor War. Oh, okay. That's my Twitter, where some of the professional artists I follow. I'm never in that server. He let me in. It was so kind that he let me in his server. And I'm never in there on his Discord server. That's Lane Draws Comics. He deserves a plug. He's been kind of down because of the holidays. Marcus got me on Mountain Dew after realizing how much caffeine is in it. Dude, for caffeine, I stick with this stuff. This stuff is about as much caffeine as a large nitro cold brew. Plus, it's got essential vitamins and minerals in it too. At least that's what my psychiatrist was saying. Because I was really worried it wasn't going to mix well with my meds. I was like, oh no, is this gonna like affect me? Should I stop drinking this if I'm gonna try a new med? And she looked at the ingredients and was like, no, it's literally just caffeine and vitamins. Like, the big energy giver in there is B12. Nobody gets enough B12. I'm perfectly okay with you drinking a ton of this. And I'm like, awesome, thanks, doc. That kind of simplifies his design a little bit. Got another 20 minutes. At this point, I drink coffee for taste. I can get behind that. I like coffee. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted a new layer. Then I wanted to turn this down just a smidge. And my new layer. Okay, and then this kind of shape. And then this is just going to be the torn up old fishing net. I also drink hella water. Yeah, it's important to stay hydrated. That's why I fill this with water. Although I think I might need to start putting, like, decorative stickers and stuff on it. Because I got a couple different ones I rotate through. Okay, and then the torn edges get tucked in here. And then he tucks that into his belt, and then this all comes down. Because he wanted a poncho, and I was thinking, like, oh, wouldn't that be cool to have, like, a little ponchette kind of tuck into the belt thing so his legs are still mobile. But again, I'm thinking like a comic book designer on how to do, like, dynamic poses, and I don't know how good this is for a VTuber design. I'm gonna learn that soon when I have to make it move. But I'm really excited for this, just because, like, I get to spend time with my brother, man. We haven't been able to do that in years. And, like, to get really excited about something, like, that just fills my heart with joy, man. I thought it was vodka for the longest time! I was like, oh, he's chugging vodka hot! It's totally water, 1000% water. You think I could still be this eloquent and coordinated if I was drinking vodka? Hold on. Boop. Boop. You think I could do that if I was drinking vodka this whole time? Yes? I don't know what kind of drunk you think I am. I am actually on medication that I cannot drink because I could have seizures. So, like, I can't drink at all. Like, the most I can do is, like, The most I can do is like a glass of whiskey on my birthday. But I do love whiskey. Remember, I also thought you were straight. You had a lot of misconceptions about me going in. And I like the idea, because he wanted a poncho, and I thought fishnet would be fun. Because A, it'd be a fishnet, and I love doing fishnet stuff. But B, you could still see the whole design through all the fishnetting. And I thought it'd just be a decent, like, oh, he's underwater. It's a literal fishing net. It happens. No, I am literally unable to drink lest I be befallen with horrible, horrible seizures. And then this layer. He really liked the fish bones. Oops. So I'm gonna put one of those back in. I think right here would probably be the best place for it. Alright. Now we'll do some color design. And this one I'm going to do a little differently than the last one. Turn all this stuff off. I'm kind of missing the little crab guy, though. Let's just merge these down. And then we'll get our inks, make it nice and big and thick. And then I'm thinking like this kind of gray-green for most of the body. You get a big chunk of stuff. There we go. I hope there's a little bit more chill and less boss fight music after this. That's a little bit more chill. There's probably an easier way, but I don't want to switch tools. I'm lazy. Yeah, I don't think I could be pounding vodka this whole time. I wouldn't be... I wouldn't be understandable, let alone vertical in drawing. I just save the bottles from when I get my birthday whiskey or my special occasion whiskey. 'Cause, like, I'll have a drink on, like, New Year's Eve and my birthday and like special occasions, and it'll usually be like one glass, maybe two. But I really don't like being drunk, and it wasn't until I had to spend an inordinate amount of time, because I'll admit, yes, Recycle King! Well, and I'll spend an inordinate amount of time, like, when I, like, was, before I got on this medication, I was a bit of an on and off lush. I would be completely I was like Scott Pilgrim, right? If you've read the comics, where he says he doesn't drink, and then every time he's at like a bar or something with friends, he gets so drunk he does something stupid, and nobody like has the guts to tell him like, dude, you're an alcoholic. Because that's a minor plot point in the comics of him being like, I don't drink, and then having a friend go, dude, you were so drunk at so-and-so's party last weekend. So, like, until I, like, was forced to quit drinking by medication, because I still have, like, a lot of mixing stuff. When I lived in Vegas, I was trying to be a bartender. And I've got all this mixed drink paraphernalia. I have shakers, I have glasses. And I like mixed drinks, I really do, but I can't, like, indulge in them like I used to. Like, I can't be a connoisseur, because I don't want to have seizures. And it seems like all of my vices are slowly being taken away from me. But on the other hand, I keep getting told at like work or places I hang out with people keep guessing my age incorrectly. They keep thinking that I'm like 5 to 8 years younger than I really am. Like, I had one guy tell me that he thought I was 22 for the longest time. And I'm like, you thought I was 22? Have you seen me? Which I usually just think it says more about them than it does me. Baby Ken! Usually what I'll just do is take off my hat and show him my shaved head. I'm not going to take off my hat today because I forgot to shave. And you can see the whole horseshoe there. But usually when I shave my head, I'm kind of trying to get that that Picard thing where I stop aging, where Picard's looked how old he's looked for like the past 50 years. Low-key, you and Drag at times look younger than me. I don't know about that. I'm old enough to pass for Seth Rogen, apparently. Alright. Okay, so this is gonna be different than how I was doing the other one. My boss thought I was 27? Huh. And I think it needs to be more yellow and canvassy. I'm gonna be doing this one different. No, the glasses hide the bags, do they? Do they hide the terrible bags under my eyes? I didn't think you could see them on this camera. Because my eyes are really tired. I got really tired eyes. I don't know if you can see on that. But I'm just a really tired guy. I'm tired of a lot of the shit that's going on at my work. But I don't want to have this be a bitch about my work. They hide my bags. Oh, I gotcha. Okay. So this will be the canvas of his suit, which is kind of like this part. Oh, shiddle-diddle-dee. I forgot to do this part. This is dramatic final boss music, man. Is there a more chill? Like, I've only got 10 minutes left to stream. I'm not going to switch the music. Where does the time go, man? I feel like I didn't get anything done on this stream. I feel like I only just started, and I didn't do anything. I'm just going to color block, and then I'm going to separate these all out into layers. So when I did Bunny Cat, what I mostly did was just broke down all of the colors that were going, but I knew, like, it's my character. I know exactly what the colors are supposed to be. Well, thank you for telling me I did a lot. I still don't feel like I did anything. But I appreciate you attempting to validate me. I am hard to take compliments, so I apologize if I don't take a compliment from you. It's nothing personal. I'm just bad at it. But yeah, since my brother is going to be the one using this, I don't know what kind of colors he'll like. So what I'm going to do is possibly do a screen share, possibly have him over here, and we can just cycle through the colors. If I save each color as its own layer and kind of block it out the way that looks good, then I can just change the hue of each layer and I can get a couple different color designs out of him. This just reminds me of Ape Escape. Now I want to hear the Ape Escape soundtrack. Okay, now let's get kind of a deeper brassy color. Like a patinaed brass. Maybe a little bit deeper. Oh, that's still the same layer. And I'll label this layer brass, and all of the brass stuff, like the tubes, the piping. Uh-oh. That also needs to be on a clipping mask. There we go. Because it's supposed to be like old defunct brass that's been underwater for a long time. Is kind of the vibe we're going for. Show. Oh, did I run out of music? Oh no, it's just doing the thing where it's. Are you still listening? Yes. That's hard. I like that. Are we going to be raiding somebody after this stream? Should I raid Drag? Is Drag still streaming? Drag, are you still streaming? I'm gonna be done after I finish the OT. Oh, I gotcha. How long is that gonna be? Should I raid you? Should we go hang out with you? Or should I just shut everything down after the stream? Because that sounds like you might be done here quickly. And I've only got a couple of people watching any Kuzits. Actually, I think I'm gonna make that like a dark leather. Yep.
Every single drop of all you got.
Yeah, there we go. I've literally been streaming all day. Holy shit, Drag. Why have you been doing that? Are you working on getting your affiliate? Like, I'm dumbfounded, man. Are you okay? That pic I posted on Instagram, oh, that was done today? I thought you'd been working on that for a while. It was a 15-hour effort. Holy shit! I wish I had 15 hours straight to do something like that. That sounds amazing. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing to say. If I had 15 straight hours just to do nothing but stream, I am not okay. Oh no, Drag. I'm so sorry. Let me know if I can do anything to help, buddy. And this is just me flattening the colors. A big part of what's going to make this thing dynamic is, it's a thing I do every year called Christmas photo set. Well, don't hurt yourself. I want my friend Drag to be okay. You need to take like a long bubble bath or something after this. I must. He worked so hard. He did. Control, V, Control, D, and then these will be no, he just no bath, only pain. Ah. You never just sit and enjoy a nice long hot bath, Drag? I can't fit in my tub and I still do that. It's such a pain in the ass. I can't fit in a bathtub, but I love taking a bath. And then here we get our big pop of color. Whoop. It's almost time to end the stream. Alright. Here we go. So to recap, I only take baths when I can't stand for long periods because of a fever. I normally shower. Showers are usually the best way for tall people. The last bath I took was in the summer. Showers are definitely normally the way tall people go, but there's just something about me, like, I love reading comics in the tub. Like, I've got the Marvel app, I've got the DC app, I've got Comixology, and I love just laying in the tub and just soaking in the water and just reading comics. One of my favorite things. So this is what I did tonight. I finished the Avatar. I'm not tall, I'm average height. So what, you're 5'10"? And then we finished this piece for Demi. I'm really happy with how this one turned out. I think it looks good. And then we'll get to inking it and coloring it next time. And then I made an avatar for my VTube Sona, which is the Incredible Bunny Cut. Hotel showers are awful. Apparently everyone's like 4'11". So true, man. Well, I think with that, it's time for me to let y'all go. The shower head can only ever go to my chest. Tall people problems, am I right? I think I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you everybody for showing up to the stream. I appreciate everybody stopping in and just having a great time with me. I had a wonderful time tonight. Dreg Halatal, he be towering over me like I'm, yes sir. Put the fear of God in me. Is he like Lady Dimitrescu? Step on me? But I think I'm gonna call it a night. I think we're gonna take it easy. Have a good one. TTFN, everybody. Ta-ta for now. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Good night.